Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. Elon Musk says that President Biden treats Americans like fools after President Biden meets with GM and Ford executives on electric cars. In fact, this is not the first time that Musk has taken shots at President Biden. Pretty incredible. Again, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said that President Biden is treating the American public like fools after Biden met with executives from rival car companies General Motors and Ford earlier this week. Now, it is quite obvious that Elon Musk is not happy that the president met with General Motors and Ford, but the comment that the president treats American people like fools is a pretty interesting comment, to say the least, from Elon Musk. So what actually triggered this comment from Elon Musk? President Biden invited General Motors CEO Mary Barra and the Ford CEO Jim Farley to the White House along with other business leaders to discuss his administration's $1.7 trillion Build Back Better plan, which, by the way, has been stalled because of the conservative Democrat from West Virginia, Joe Manchin. Now, this massive spending bill would actually bump up the $7,500 tax credit to $12,500 for union-made electric vehicles and would also make GM and Tesla eligible for the existing tax credit again after they hit the 200,000 vehicle limit for the credit. So, what exactly is going on? Well, let's take a look at a tweet from President Biden, and the president says, "I meant it when I said the future was going to be made right here in America. Companies like GM and Ford are building more electric vehicles here at home than ever before." Let's roll the tape and watch what President Biden tweeted out and what President Biden had to say. Let's check it out.
Folks, I'm here with the chairman of the board of General Motors.
Mr. President, we are so happy to announce that we would invest $7 billion in the state of Michigan to further our EV manufacturing as well as bring our third battery cell plant to the United States. We want to have a portfolio of EVs so everybody can truly make the transition. So we're just getting started.
I say climate change means jobs, and that's what you're proving.
And, we're so happy to support your agenda on climate change and getting to an all-EV future.
Now, also what's interesting is a tweet on your screen from Kim Paquette, and she wrote, "Honestly, how does he say this with a straight face? Shame on you, President Biden, for trying to cancel a great American company and rewrite EV history. No one is buying this. What an embarrassment for the United States." And she tags Elon Musk and Tesla. And guess what? Elon Musk actually responded. He wrote this: "Biden is treating the American public like fools." In fact, President Biden was drawing attention to GM's recent $7 billion investment in Michigan to ramp up electric vehicle production. President Biden said this: "Companies like GM and Ford are building more electric vehicles here at home than ever before." And he tweeted that after the meeting, and he prompted the response from Musk that Biden was treating the American people like fools. Now, in the past, Musk has also tweeted that, I quote, "Biden is a damp sock puppet in human form." And then he actually replied to the president's tweet directly, referring to his company. Now, again, I'm going to show you that tweet, but this is not the first time that Musk has taken shots at Biden. Earlier in September of last year, Elon Musk said that the administration was maybe a little biased and seemed to be controlled by unions. In fact, President Biden's tweet did get a direct response from Elon Musk, and Elon Musk was essentially letting President Biden know that when he was referring to the future being made right here in America, Elon Musk replied saying, "Starts with a T, ends with an A, ESL in the middle," drawing attention to his own companies. Now, the big three US automakers, GM, Ford, and Stellantis, are the largest employers of the United Auto Workers Labor Union, and the Democrats have a very close relationship with all labor unions. In fact, the president invited executives from those three companies to the White House in August when signing an executive order with the goal of making all vehicles sold in the US electric by 2030. Guess who was left out? Musk was left out. Yes, Elon Musk from Tesla, the number one manufacturer of electric vehicles, not just in America but in the world, was actually left out. In fact, Tesla reported annual profits of $5.5 billion, including a fourth quarter profit of $2.32 billion. So let me know what you think in the comment section below about these incredible comments from Elon Musk. First of all, do you agree with Elon Musk when he says that President Biden treats the American people like fools? Basically, I think what Elon Musk's gripe is that President Biden was not referring to Tesla, was not referring to Elon's company, but it's clear that the feeling goes much deeper than that as far as Musk is concerned, because he feels that President Biden is actually misleading the American public, not just as far as electric vehicles are concerned, but in other areas of his communication as well. So, where do you stand? Do you believe that President Biden treats the American people like fools? Let me know in the comment section below. And also, while you're at it, let me know what you think of Elon Musk, a very colorful character to say the least, and obviously a genius with his capabilities and what he's coming up with. In fact, he said that the Tesla robot is something that they're working on, has the potential to be even bigger than the car business. But here's the important part. The important part is our president treating us, the American people, as if we are fools? Because this is a pretty strong assertion from Elon Musk, and Elon Musk's word and his influence goes a long way. There were tens and thousands of retweets to Elon Musk's tweet where he said that the president was treating the American people like fools. And in fact, let's see some of the responses to Elon Musk's tweet, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. So I want our viewers and subscribers to know what I think of this assessment. So first of all, I think Elon Musk is extremely intelligent. Like I mentioned earlier, he's a genius and he's entitled to his own opinion. I also think that President Biden is not doing everything he can perfectly. There have been some mess ups in the administration. There have been mess ups as far as communication is concerned, but that happens with every single administration. I think that every administration, the Trump administration and the Biden administration, have in their own way moved the country forward. I don't think any president treats the American people as fools. Now, are some presidents more astute at media and communication than others? Absolutely. Are some presidents more precise in their communication, and are they much better in the way they come across? Absolutely. President Biden, as far as his media communication is concerned, I guess I'd give him a B-. But here's the important part. I believe that President Biden is trying to do everything he can for the American people. I don't believe he treats the American people like fools. And I think this comment from Elon Musk could have been a very casual comment. You know, when you talk about someone and say, hey, that person's arrogant, or that person, looks down on other people. That's essentially what he was referring to. However, to try and imply that our president has disdain for the citizens of America, in my opinion, is taking things a bit too far. Now, I want to be clear. I believe that former President Trump has said some rather ridiculous things, and President Biden at times has also said some extremely bizarre things. But the fact here is that I believe all presidents and all administrations in their own way try and move the country forward, because at the end of the day, we all want what's best for America. And I believe this jam, if you will, in the Senate, because of the conservative Democrat from West Virginia, Joe Manchin, I believe in the end, something good will come off of it, because I believe the right thing always happens in the end. Thank you so much for watching. Please click the like button. Please click subscribe. Please enable notifications. I appreciate you. Check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. Also, check out my Twitter feed. My Twitter handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Again, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. Let me know what you thought of Elon Musk's tweet where he said Biden is treating the American public like fools. And once again, let's show you some of the responses from individuals who replied to Musk's tweet, and there are lots and lots of responses. As you can imagine, anything that Elon Musk tweets out is newsworthy. There have been thousands of retweets, there have been thousands of likes, and there have been thousands of quote tweets as well. Let me know what you think, whether you agree or disagree. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Please click like and please click subscribe. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Talk to you soon. Bye.